if you're not from England, you're learning English, and then you go to Birmingham, you're going to feel like everything you've learned is like out the door.
I mean, I want to say Irish, naturally.
Probably tied with the London accent, but you know, it's still, you can't bear it for more than 5 minutes. Yeah.
So welcome back to my channel. My name is Arnaud from France, and in today's video I'm going to be asking people living in the UK what's the sexiest accent for them. I will also ask what's the worst accent in the UK, so we'll have like both the sexiest and the worst one. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. And yeah, as usual guys, you can follow me on my Instagram just right here. I'm showing my day life in Sheffield and the UK. And yeah, let's go, let's do it. So like first of all, where are you from?
Newcastle.
What's the sexiest accent in the UK,
Well, it has to be the Geordie accent, doesn't it?
Okay.
The Newcastle accent, yeah.
And what makes it, so sexy in your opinion?
I don't know how to describe it. Just is, isn't it?
That's what it's with.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's mine, so that's why. Yeah.
And like, what's the worst accent in the UK? And what's the worst one for you?
Probably quite a posh. Very privileged, how everyone talks in Salt Bay and that kind of thing.
Okay,
that kind of accent,
that pisses you off?
Yeah, just too privileged, isn't it?
What's the sexiest accent in the UK, for you?
In the UK?
Yeah.
I think the Yorkshire accent.
The Yorkshire?
Must be, yeah. It must be.
And what makes it so sexy for you,
I just think it's trustworthy, it's recognised. I think, it's the best out of the UK.
And like, what's the worst one for you?
The worst one?
Yeah.
Oh, probably the Geordie accent, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And why is that? Any particular reason?
Well, it's probably tied with the London accent, but it's still, you can't bear it for more than 5 minutes. Yeah.
Where are you from?
China.
What's the sexiest accent in the UK for you,
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's London accent.
Okay.
Yeah, basically like Oxford. Feels like it's quite formal and very, very elegant when you speak like the London, that kind of area. Like you really get the man that wear the whole formal suits and wear the hat and then just speak like quite a local British accent.
What's the worst accent in the UK? Yeah, the worst one. Do you have like any accent that you struggle with?
Yeah, in Liverpool. Yeah, I can't understand. It's kind of like another foreign language. It's not kind of like English.
What's the sexiest accent in the UK for them,
Of course, Yorkies.
Okay.
And then Essex. I think they're an accent you could fall in love with.
And what's the worst accent for you in the UK? What's the worst one?
I don't understand Geordies and Scousers.
Okay, so you don't like them?
No, I like Geordies, but Scousers I'm not overly.
So what's the sexiest accent for you?
It's hard. Irish is quite nice.
Irish?
Yeah, it's quite different, which is good. And French, probably. Yeah.
The French accent?
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I did a bit of French at uni, so...
Oh, that's cool.
I don't remember any of it before anyone asked me.
So what makes the Irish accent, for example, so sexy for you, What makes it so sexy?
I think it's quite charming.
Okay.
And it's very unique. Like, it's not similar at all to, like, kind of standard English. Yeah, it's just got quite a charm to it.
And like, what's the worst one for you? What's the worst accent in the UK that you can find?
I mean, I can say this. I'm from the Midlands. It's the Birmingham accent in the UK. I grew up about 20 minutes from Birmingham. It's not a good accent. Sorry.
It's super tough to understand. It's super tough.
It's really hard to understand. If you're not from England, you're learning English, and then you go to Birmingham, you're going to feel like everything you've learned is like out the door.
Yes,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I can definitely confirm that. And even yourself, sometimes you are struggling to understand them, or it's totally fine with you?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, I mean, I used to work there, so I'm quite used to it. But there'd be sometimes where you just kind of like, I don't know what word that was, but sure. The Liverpudlian accent's also quite like strong. I would say it's not a bad accent though. I mean, I have family from Liverpool, but they're also quite hard to understand if you aren't from the area.
What's the sexiest accent in the UK?
I'm gonna have to say, just London again. I feel like I'm not a fan of the northern accents.
Why is that? You are struggling to understand them, or is just like not your style?
Yeah, maybe probably a bit of both. Yeah, just not used to it, I guess.
And like, what's the worst one for you? What's the worst accent in the UK you can find?
I'm not sure. Maybe the Scottish accent.
The Scottish one?
Yeah, too strong for my liking.
What's the sexiest accent in the UK,
I quite fancy the Geordie accent.
Okay.
Yeah, I quite like northern accents because I'm from the north, so I quite like the sound of a northern accent. The words that they enunciate somehow, it's just It's just a really interesting way how we enunciate words up in the north. It's different to like perceived English or like Cockney from down south.
And like, what's the worst accent in the UK for? What's the worst one,
Easily the Birmingham accent. Really dislike that accent. I don't know, there's just something about it that I don't really like. Maybe it's just the way that they come about it, I guess.
What's the sexiest accent in the UK, That's the main topic.
Oh, I don't think any of them are particularly sexy. I'm not too sure. Maybe a bit north, maybe Cambridge, somewhere around there, but I'm not too sure.
All right.
Maybe I'm talking complete shit though. So.
And what makes that accent for you, interesting or more sexy?
Yeah, it's just better than the alternatives. There are some pretty fucking awful accents.
What's the worst accent for you,
Probably Birmingham. It's quite harsh.
Oh.
And it's quite harsh, and it's not. To be fair, it's judgmental. I'm saying Birmingham as well, but there's a lot of stereotypes around Birmingham accents or Brummie accents, as people call them in the UK, as not being very good.
What's the sexiest accent in the UK for you?
I'm gonna go with Cockney.
Ooh.
Yeah, Cockney.
Where is that exactly?
Like down London, down south.
What makes that accent, a bit sexiest than the other one?
I probably grew up watching a lot of British gangster films. And that was probably the predominant accent in those. Yeah, there you go.
And what's the worst accent in the UK?
The worst?
Yeah.
Scouse.
The Scouse one.
Yeah, sorry to all Liverpool.
Because you can't
understand them, or
No,
you just.
I just. Oh, I just feel so mean, but it's like
You can go for it.
It hurts my ears after a while. But they're always really friendly people, so but
compensate.
yeah, exactly.
Where are you from,
Italy.
What's the sexiest accent in the UK for you,
They're all different. Of course, the sexiest. I never thought, to be honest, about that one.
Yeah.
Man, they say the Yorkshire. Not because I'm here, but I live in Liverpool. I know the other area. I think this one it's nice, quite, kind, and at the same time, they got some sexy things it's funny, maybe. I don't know, but it sounds nice.
And what's the worst accent for you? What's the worst one, in the UK? Yeah.
Sorry from the people from London, but I don't like the Cockney accent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit, I don't know, a little bit arrogant sometimes. I'm sorry, no offense, but it just sounds to me like,
Have you lived in London yourself?
Very shortly.
Okay.
Very shortly, yeah, a few months. But that was enough.
What's the sexiest accent in the UK?
Welsh.
Why is that,
I don't know, I just like it. I like
Speak Welsh?
No. No, the accent Welsh, not speaking Welsh, no. Just, I think that, yeah.
And what's the worst one? The worst accent for you in the UK?
Birmingham or Scouse.
Right.
Yeah, those two.
Any particular reason?
No, it's just a personal preference, no particular reason.
So what's the sexiest accent for you?
It's not in the UK, but probably like Irish. It just sounds nice, I think, quite soothing.
Yeah.
Quite fun. I'm looking at an Irish flag right now, so that might be why I said it.
What's the worst accent in the UK for you?
Probably Nottingham. I think it's because I worked near there, but also I think it's a little bit grating sometimes.
Okay.
Might sound a bit aggressive.
Where are you from?
I'm from Northern Ireland. I'm Annie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So cool to meet you. What's the sexiest accent in the UK,
I want to say Irish, naturally. In the UK?
Yeah.
London's quite nice.
London.
Yeah, London's okay.
Why is that?
I suppose it sounds a bit posh and very put together.
And what's the worst accent in the UK for you,
Oh,
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Or Liverpool.
Definitely, yeah. Liverpool, is it Scouse it's called?
Scouse, yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't like it at all.
Can you understand them as well?
Well, yes, I can understand a lot of really difficult Irish accents, so I'm good with that naturally from being Irish, so yeah. I can understand it, but I don't like it.